Hi guys, Mitch King with Trade Stocks America with the Wednesday morning, April 13th, 2011 daily stock report. Here's the Dow 30, down about 1% or 117 points on the Dow. And you see that big spike down today? That usually signifies the beginning of a pullback or a downtrend that may last for a period of weeks. I think the short positions are going to have a higher chance of making some money. I think this is a good time not to use your full amount of money in your portfolio. I think it's a time to be a little more careful and wait for good opportunities to set up instead of chasing stocks that are marginal. So short positions are probably going to outperform for a period of time. I think today's down spike clearly confirms the indicators that we've been seeing for about 3 or 4 days, that the short-term indicators have been peaking, as you guys have been seeing me circle these indicators, and now the signal line, the red and green line, is a little longer term, and now that's turning over, just crossing over, and that could last for a period of weeks like we saw in this period right in here. Look inside there where we just started to cross here in late February, and it didn't come back until this bottom, which results somewhere in there, and that was about a month. So I think we could potentially have a couple weeks of selling, or at least a consolidation or sideways action to a slight negative. Nasdaq Composite's well on its way the last several days on the index, down another 1% today, or almost 27 points on the Nasdaq. Here's the S&P 500, down 10 points or 0.8%, down the third day in a row. Not a time to get super aggressive, as I was saying earlier. Russell 2000 down 1.4%. Small caps are more volatile. We may start seeing the small caps rebound first and have a potential profit on the long side. So we'll start snooping around, and you'll see a lot fewer ideas from us right now. It's not because we're lazy. It's because we realize this transition here. We're waiting for a couple more days to things to set up, and waiting for ideas to set up for us in the market instead of trying to create marginal ideas. Here's CMG, rebounded up 2.2% today. That's really a good sign for a stock to be up when the market's down. So I'm expecting a little more upside here, probably next couple days. VHC down 15% today. Bull shorts rule. Dropped as low as $21, tried to bounce a little bit. I think there's probably a little more downside to this, but the sweet spot of this, the bulk of the profit's been realized here. A lot of different scenarios could occur. Could have a little drop in the morning if you got any shares short. I'd look for that first bottom to cover, especially if it gets under $20. I'd also start watching for a long scalp tomorrow, especially if it drops down to $20 or possibly lower. We're likely to see one if even a smaller drop than that. So for your day traders, look for that, and we'll talk about that in the trade room tomorrow. The short in SSW got better, down 4.5% today. So you can see these shorts really matured the last 4 days. Might consider closing this tomorrow, fairly early in the session. Here's GEOI, down 7.4% today after yesterday's nice drop. You guys got a midday email today. Not really reliable to send email out because you never know how long it takes these ISPs to deliver your mail. I'd cover this short if you still have it open. And GEOI was closed off the stock table today. Here's the MRX short, starting kind of slow here. Doesn't look like a really correcting type of stock, so have a little tiny red flag already going up my head the way it's acting the last 2 days. Sure, it's been down 0.8% today, but it's not acting real well on the short side. To me, a stock like this should have corrected down below 33.50 and really start confirming it's weak, like the GEOI and others, SSW. Here's the long aggressive swing trade, was up 21% today. There's probably a little more upside tomorrow. Either way, I'd consider selling that tomorrow fairly early in the session, even if it gaps down a little bit. Monsanto up 3.1% today. Consider selling that tomorrow. Just a little quick little run there. Got the beginning of a new bull short, INVE. Had about 34 million shares traded today. Really tight spread between the bid and ask. This is day one of a bull short, or what I call a runner, and this should be an excellent short at some point. It's a little too early to tell if it's tomorrow's the right day to sell short. We just have to see it, and this is where I think you've got a better chance of making money on this on a real-time basis. And we'll cover this real closely in the trading room tomorrow. It's going to be hard probably to get shares to short. It came from 275 to as high as 590 today. Should be very interesting both as a day trading and a potential bull short. On those day traders, look for the first big drop early tomorrow and followed by a long scalp. So you guys take care, put the odds in your favor, don't get leveraged, especially in the bull shorts. Talk to you tomorrow night.